you change my clothes and also give me a cool new weapon? Transformers kiss, change miss, give me epicness. Holy crap, Rebellion? Oh, cool. This is my Demon Slayer form? Wait, I thought you were supposed to turn into... Never mind. Oh, well, minus Fox 9, so they get named Fox. Ooh, sorry about it. And this is another Stop as the Forces of Evil theory. I have some notes. Is what I need to grab. But, basically, it turns out that there was a new episode yesterday, and I'm literally recording this the same day that you're probably watching this. So, yay, I'm, forgetting stuff. But yeah, this is the new... These are the 2 new episodes. Bogbeast, Boggabah, I believe what it was called in the first episode. And the second episode was... Total Eclipse of the Moon. Ain't that great? Ain't I just the greatest voice actor? But yeah, so this is the newest episodes of Starwars, The Forces of Evil. And then another episode comes out, I think, Saturday? I don't know. Another one comes out soon, too. So it looks like we're getting weekly Star Verses again, so yay! And again, I found out about this by going on DeviantArt and deciding, oh yeah, Stars new wand and outfit look awesome. I'm just like, okay, well, apparently there's a new Star Versus episode today. Well, good to know. So yeah, so this is the new episode where basically it seems to take place a little bit after the last episode of Star Versus, where you know, Meteora is revealed to Hannes is found out to be Meteora. Stars, I'm assuming Ant, or I'd assume Ant or something. Meteor, because from at least how they say it, or maybe hold on a second, if I could pull a book from my library over there. From at least how Star said it, that it seemed that, you know, that the grandma room had, you know, it's the grandma's room. It's where all the different queens of the past, or I guess not all of them now that they kind of show that, yeah, that's not the case. But like where all the other queens are. But let's see, Eclipsa clean. Before Eclipsa told me she had locked her chapter. I've never heard of Eclipsa either. When Tapestry did the questions, I wondered my mom never mentioned her. I read the dark page. That's a big deal. All right, so basically in this, basically right after the fact, Star comes to the moon, says, "Did you hear about the big hullabaloo and all that crap that happened? And like that apparently like Eclipsa's daughter could be alive." And Moon's like, "Don't be ridiculous. Moon, her daughter's dead. You just did a bad thing. Don't go do that again." And she said, "What? No, And basically Moon throws Star out, and Star wants to go back and talk to her angrily, but River grabs her and goes, No, you have to help me go fight the Boggabah monster." It's like, who the fuck is the Boggabah monster? The Boggabah monster! So he grabs her and forces her to come with as they go on this side quest. This was a very fillerish episode, which I wish there was probably at least a little bit more like quote unquote character development, I guess, or at least some more of them talking in this episode, like, because it really is more or less just playing up for a joke. That way the next episode they can kind of introduce something more to us. But yeah, so Eclipsa goes to, Star goes with River and the King, and they basically had this whole thing where they had to do a sweat lodge, pick up certain leaves to cover themselves, all this so they could hunt the Boggabah monster, whatever that is. And I was getting flashbacks to Catholic school for me, where it was like, all right, today we're gonna pray all 100 Hail Marys on these rosaries, everyone, and we're gonna do this every day. And I'm just like, oh God, it's so long. Nothing against religion and stuff like that, but oh God, it just was so much. I was just like, But yeah, so I got reminded of that because basically they had to go through this entire thing, and then in the end, like, if you messed up one thing, you then had to do it all over again, and then all over again. It was making Star go crazy, and at one point, Star hears the the sound of the Boggabee's monster goes, "Screw it, Dad! I'm gonna go fight it and beat it so I can go back home so I can go talk to Mom." And she runs out there. Her wand transforms into like a bow and arrow, and she gets like a cool huntress outfit. Mind you, I wish she didn't. Mind you, I wish the stereotype of the girl always having the bow and arrow would kind of stop sometimes in fantasy. Because if you think about it, if you go back to like almost every fantasy story, it's always a girl with a bow and arrow. Nothing wrong with it, especially if you are a girl who likes bow and arrows. Fine with that, but I just think like, okay, we've seen that before a lot. But yeah, but she goes there, but she slowly gets sucked into the muck of this mud, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna die!" And she thinks she sees something that thinks is the Boggabeast monster. Turns out it's her dad. Comes up, puts a crown on her head, and says, "This is the Boggabeast monster!" And it's like a little festival or whatever, or party. And River says, "Oh yeah, you see, the Boggabeast is actually you. You are the Boggabeast because you were running in head first and just doing it for whatever." Basically, all right. The lesson is don't run in head first or think things through sometimes. But then again, I also just finished watching Gurren Lagann, so just who the hell do you think I am? But hit the hell with fun. What the fuck is the line? Go beyond the impossible and not common sense to the curb. Oh god. But in any case, that took a while. But in any case, so basically. Star learns a lesson. Don't run in head first. Even though, again, I watched an entire anime about it. But, don't run in head first. And it's all, yay, rainbows and sunshine. And then the next episode, which was, again, pun, is about Moon. As it's a mirror episode, similar to how, there was the episode with, Star and the baby frogs, and then on the flip side, it was Buff Frog's story about, like, learning about Ludo and stuff like that. So, basically, in that one, Moon thinks, maybe I was being too harsh, and she's like, okay, I need you to, she basically says, okay, I need to make sure Eclipsa's daughter is dead. So she takes the book, takes her book of family origins, whatever, brings it to Eclipsa, and says, she says, here, Eclipsa, tell me, is this your daughter? And she goes, no, it's not my daughter. My daughter's name is Meteora, not Festivia, this chick. And, so that just makes it even more clear that eventually something, each of these grandmothers, but I know these grandmothers are going to be very important. So she's like, no, my daughter is Meteora, and she has a tail, because she has a tail and stuff. Which I love that line, because Moon's like, wait, tail, like, how is that possible? She's like, well, you see, when a queen and a demon love each other very much. She's like, okay, I get it. But they basically, Moon says that, or Eclipsa says that if you want to find the information you need, you should go to the archives or whatever, the same place that I guess that the council meets up, and go there and you'll find out, because there's a thing that checks all or writes down everything that happened to the royal family. And Eclipsa and Moon goes, all right, sure. And Eclipsa goes, boy, I wish I could see my daughter again. Sad fish. Literally, almost exactly like that. And Moon goes, fine, you can come, evil dark queen, who was locked away for whatever reason, even though we don't know what it is yet. And, we still aren't trusting you, but, whatever. And she's like, yay! And comes along with. Also, at one point, she has a guitar made of bones, which is kind of amazing. That part was kind of amazing. And it's also electric guitar somehow. But yeah, so like they head over to the place, and basically they head into. She's taking the Queen of Evil and bring her with, because for whatever reason. So they go into, because plot demands it. They go into basically the big building of the commission where that one deer guy from Yakety Yak, from the Yakety Yak show, or fudge, what was it? There's another show that has like that kind of like design to it. Like he looks so out of place. Even in this world, he looks so out of place. But yeah, they go. She goes to a metal detector with, obviously, of course, Eclipsa in front under her dress, but I could understand that. But then she passes through, and the guy goes, Miss Moon, I need to scan you. I need to scan you for magic. And Moon goes, or basically goes, oh crap. Basically does the whole, you don't need to scan you. You're going to scan me? And she goes, and he goes, oh, okay, I guess I don't really need to scan you. You know, it's supposed to be that he's scared by her. But honestly, I've seen that done way better in majority of animes. And if you want to go cartoon-wise, I've seen Lapis do that better. Go watch the freaking clip of Lapis when Peridot makes her a pool and she basically goes complete dark on that. Just like, you fill the pool with all of the stuff that's been keeping me underwater, that's been keeping me trapped for almost a year now. And Peridot's like, oh, I see what's wrong now. That does a better scary kind of face to it. But yeah, so they take, as they basically have their own little adventure. They go through the building. Eclipsa says, oh yeah, there's this building. When I was here, it was just a stone cottage. And Moon's like, stone cottage, you say? Takes them to a broom closet where there's a stone wall, and Eclipsa's like, oh, goody! Does like, boop, 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 like Simon says, unlocks the door. And FYI, throughout this entire thing, she is acting very star-like, which I guess if they are related, because I'll get into that soon, there's a theory coming for that one. If they are related, I want to know how that's going to... If they are related, that's probably where Star got it from, but I'm thinking there might not actually be a connection like that. But in any case, that's for another theory. But yeah, so Eclipsa, boop, 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 door opens, la, no, the door opens, they go in, or before they actually go, well, the door opens, then Deer Guy comes back in, and goes, what the fuck is going on? And Moon's like, I can explain. He's like, I gotta report this in. Like, Moon's like, no, takes his walkie away, no, you can't turn this in, can't tell anyone. He's like, but I have to go, and she's like, no, Moon clocks the door and basically locks him in there. It gets a little bit like, oh crap, are you about to, kidnap this guy? And I'm just like I don't really, he's an idiot and a moron, but he's not evil, and you are kind of, I'm not on your side, Moon, I'm not. Now, you're bringing literally what you believe is evil, which most likely will be evil, into the place where she wants to go, where she told you about, where she has power, basically. Though they say, Eclipsa tells Moon, just say this spell and pew, and shoot magic. I can't do magic because I never learned how to use magic without my wand. So we already know right there that Eclipsa can't use magic without her wand, which means she may get the wand at some point later on, or maybe make her own wand. But, so Moon's like, I can't just go this and erase someone's mind. If she says it, magic happens. So I guess apparently you just do it subconsciously. Shoots the Deer Guy. Basically wipes his memory. Who knows how much of it? Because he doesn't move at all. So for all I know, he's dead. They wiped his memory clean. That every little bit of processing in his brain is gone. He can't even remember how to breathe. Yeah. So throws his body outside. They walk into this building. They try to open this door. Of course it's locked. So Eclipsa has to go through a rat hole, which is a big rat hole. Moon gets stuck, goes, I'm stuck. And Eclipsa goes, oh, don't worry about it. I'll just run around and push you out. And she's like, okay, how long do you think that'll take? And he goes, oh, don't worry about it. She leaves. There's a whole subplot where a spider comes out and hypnotizes Moon and takes her crown. I guess it's just to make Moon sleep, because Moon sees some candles that have been burning there for, I'm assuming, ever. And because no one apparently has been down here for years, but somehow those candles are still burning. But she closes her eyes, falls asleep, wakes up, sees the candles are completely burnt out, and she's like, okay, I've been here for hours. And so she calls out for Eclipsa. Eclipsa finally opens the door, comes around, pulls Moon out, and immediately I'm just thinking, okay, she did something. Obviously, Eclipsa did something. That, it's so goddamn obvious. You spread that butter so goddamn thick on that piece of bread. She did something between that time period. How Moon does not know that is beyond me. It really is. But in any case, also wait, there is actually a funny moment where they're trying to open the door and Eclipsa goes, can I get a hairpin? And Moon goes, sure. Pulls out this giant hairpin, and Eclipsa takes it, just puts it in her hair, and goes, ah, there we go, much better. And then continues to say, like, oh, well, the door's locked. I was just like, okay, that was a funny joke. But yeah, so basically they come in, and like there's a big room full of hands writing down crap. Writing down apparently everything that's happening. They even read like, oh, they even read like everything that's happening within the royal family. And Moon looks at the thing and reads, and is like, Star is revealed to be the bog monster by River. And she's like, what? And so, like, yeah, this is all happening at the exact same time. And Eclipsa goes, yeah, oh yeah, you just need to look for where we need to look for. So they climb up this one building. Eclipsa finds the scroll and reads the part about her daughter. And then it goes, and obviously, in this thing, it's like a scroll. Obviously, there's a large chunk that is either ripped out or it's placed over it. From how it was animated and how it was drawn and looked, it looked like the actual stuff is right underneath, but they don't just like put a scroll or piece of paper on it and then sewed it up. That's literally what it looks like, even though I'm pretty sure what it's supposed to be is that someone cut it out and just wrote Festivia and, you know, tied that piece of paper to it. But yeah, that's how it looks, and I'm just thinking, okay. And like now it's like, oh, it's a mystery. Who switched out the scroll and all that stuff? Who could have done this? And all I'm thinking is, okay, what I'm assuming happened is Eclipsa went to read up on what her daughter was doing, for one, as well as what her daughter has been doing since, you know, Eclipsa being sealed away, and was like, oh, that's where I can find her, or that's what's happened to her, and also, I need to hide this because she's going to be part of some kind of evil prophecy. Sew up Festivia and be like, oh yeah, look, Festivia, she's the one with some magical mystery going on here, darn it, who could have done this? And I'm like, it's you. It's you. You did this. Eclipsa did this. No one else could have done this. No one else knew about this place until like towards the end. Even though towards the end we see that like the High Council comes in after Moon like sets off an alarm. And even then, I still think you could have still hid Eclipsa under her dress and it would have been fine. And then also when she let Eclipsa get out, Moon goes, don't go in there. And she's like, you put her there under your dress. But in any case, yeah. So. And then basically they head back, and Eclipsa goes, oh, will I ever find my daughter? And Moon's like, there, it's going to be fine. And Star comes in and goes, Mom, we need to talk. And Moon's like, yeah, we need to talk. End scene. And I'm just thinking, okay, Eclipsa's obviously doing the bads. She's the baddie. And I don't know if people really do like Eclipsa. I'm feeling like they do. But to me, I kind of have the same feeling with the character Paderasius. I can't remember what the fudge her gem name is. The Sapphire and Steven universe, the newest one that's been revealed, that instead of seeing the future, she's like on a delay. So like she really just sees the past or what just happened. And all I can think of is like, wow, they're really trying to like make this character the lovable character. And it's just like, it feels kind of manipulative, and I kind of sense that. It's just like, I don't know if I really like this character. And I feel that same with Eclipsa. It's like, oh, she plays guitar. She acts just like Star. And it's just like, I don't really like her. It's just, I don't know. Eclipsa doesn't feel that. It just feels like, oh, it's Star. But not. I don't know. And then, what is it? Star freaking, the whole side story with River, it just felt like a cruddy side story. It's a little bit better, if only because we see that it does kind of add a little bit of story element to it, where we have Star's wand can transform and turn into a bow now. So that's kind of freaking cool. I would have liked her to have a different kind of weapon. Heck, if you want to go full out with like Star, because we've seen her before with an axe, have her wand turn into an axe and have the wings of the bow, have the bow have the butterfly wings on the side of her wand turn to a big axe and have her weapon be an axe. That's not something we've seen a lot before, at least I don't think, in a show like this. Instead of giving her the stereotypical bow, give her a goddamn axe. We've seen that she's good with it. And then you can even have that the axe still shoots magic out of it, like a regular wand in the axe form. Like, that would have been kind of cooler than just, she has a bow! They probably did that for, like, even though, like, the Hunger Games is done, kind of that, or probably because, again, the whole fantasy element. But again, I like the idea of her clothes transforming so that, because I always love transformation forms. Like, Sailor Note's gonna have stuff like that. And, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, G Gundam, God, yes. Oh, God, Gurren Lagann, of course. Fraud, the super form. Gurren Lagann, it's a little bit different. It's the power of the spiral. But, it's freaking cool. It's freaking awesome. I love those. I love, like, the different forms of it. I like that bit. Everything with Eclipsa, I'm just thinking, okay, Moon, you think that she's evil, but you're gonna let her come with you to a place she knows more than you and will likely do something. I wonder what's gonna happen. Jesus. And then, let's see, because Festivia is supposed to be Eclipsa's daughter, but they're like saying, who's Festivia? Who is this? And I'm thinking, and I kind of have an idea for it. Festivia the Fun. When the threat of monsters at the gate has darkened out the sun, let the kingdom find some peace and joy in Festivia the Fun. So in other words, she was a bad ruler. Because it literally says right here, when the threat of monsters are at the gate has darkened out the sun, let the kingdom find some peace and joy Festivia the Fun. Actually, oh, I get it now. She's the hero. She saved them from whatever she saved the kingdom from whatever the fuck she was doing, and thus she was probably granted. Yeah, okay, I got it now. I get it. She's the hero. She's the hero who defeated the monsters. I'll go more into that later, but yeah. So yeah, she's the hero who defeated the monsters. That's what she did, and maybe it was lost from time, or maybe they never wanted to be brought up again, because that's why they were like, well, she's not actually the queen or whatever. But yeah, that's the reason why. She was made queen after she beat Eclipsa. That's what happened. Okay, I get it now. And she started a new lineage of butterflies than Eclipsa did. This girl's probably also given the magic or whatnot. So that's probably what happened. I'm just guessing that is what actually happened. But also I'm just noticing, like, there's probably some connection between each of these things. Like, they have, like, the background for the castle, I think, like, twice. So there seems to be there's probably some kind of extra symbolism in here. I'll figure it out later. But okay, that's probably what happened. I'm assuming that's actually what happened. Okay. But yeah, those were the latest 2 episodes, which, again, they're alright. I liked the bit with Stars. I liked the bit with Star, and but after that, it did kind of get to a point where, I don't know, maybe it is a mislead. It was like, oh, Eclipsa's probably not evil. It's just making it seem like she's evil. But then it turns out, no, she actually is. But yeah, but either way, thank you for watching. Tell me what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching. Which videos that I've done. The links are on my Facebook around there somewhere. I'm going to end this video here, especially because I've only have 4 minutes left. But I'm going to come out with a theory video probably tomorrow about this. Because, yeah, it seems like they're laying this butter on kind of thick on these buns. But either way, thank you for watching. Please share my videos. And tell me what you guys thought. Again, it was kind of cool. But again, Eclipsa, at least to me, it feels like, oh, don't you like this? She's so peppy and upbeat like Star and stuff. And it's just like, I feel like you're trying to force me to do this, and it forced me to like her, and it's just, I don't know. But tell me what you think on those. Thanks for watching the videos, and Starwars is back. Thanks for watching the videos, and we will see you later. Demon Hunter 9-bit Fox with my rebellion sword and my magic wand.